Let's do that one more time. That was pretty good. Good evening, friends.
Good evening, Dr. Mitz.
That's great. Love over the last 25 years. I'm so proud to stand here with you. As someone who fairly regularly has conversations with different groups of people about inequities and examining issues of discrimination and injustice, I periodically get asked the question, do we have a problem here in Mechanicsburg? It's an interesting question, the question of do we have a problem here? Because the answer to that question is based on personal perspective. For me, the answer is clear, and it's pretty easy. Yes, we have a problem. Any amount of discrimination, bigotry, and hatred that's in our community is a problem, and I think many of you agree with that, am I right? Advertising by a hate group, especially in even the vicinity of children, is a problem. Yes. Am I right? Yes. But as we saw several weeks ago, not everyone, based on that personal perspective, sees that as being a problem. So the question turns from do we have a problem here to, well, who is it that we want to be as a community? What do we believe as a collective Mechanicsburg? And I won't pretend that I can speak on behalf of the entire community, but I am empowered and I will speak on behalf of Mechanicsburg Area School District for what we believe. So let me share a few of these with you. We believe that hate has no place here. Right. Simple as that. We believe that silent neutrality condemns the marginalized. We have to be willing to do what is right even when it's hard. We believe that equity work must be continuous, not just a reaction. A beloved community develops when we make sure that every voice is seen and heard. We don't need to wait for a hate group to advertise in our town for us to be able to develop and analyze systems for hatred. We believe that having a seat at the table is only the beginning. We need to make sure that people are included. We believe that diverse perspectives enrich us all. As a school district, we don't teach students what to think, we teach students how to think. We believe that the sound of respectful discourse rings far louder than the pinging of messages on social media. We believe that every individual has inherent worth and potential and deserves to be treated with dignity. And finally, drawing on that lesson from kindergarten, we believe that every child that walks through our doors deserves the opportunity to feel like they belong. They deserve to be welcomed and valued and seen regardless of the color of their skin, the language that they speak, their gender, their sexuality, or any other defining trait. I hope that these beliefs are self-evident. Not because we have them perfected, because we don't. We're still striving to be the beloved community that we want to be. But I hope that they're self-evident because you see us fighting for them every single day. And that fight includes all of us. So I resolve, and I hope you join me in resolving to be a community that shines like a light in the midst of whatever storm that we face. Thank you for being here tonight.
Next, I'd like to invite, let me get this right, Reverend Elizabeth Peter Ekman from St. John's Lutheran Church in Sharmanstown.
I've been thinking a lot about what to say tonight, and the truth is, I want to tell you about how I feel. I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid. Not afraid of the organized hate groups, but afraid of my own lack of emotion. Because when I heard that they were handing out business cards to our children, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't sick to my stomach. I wasn't even appalled. I was apathetic. And that scares me more than their cards ever could. Because that means that what they are doing is working. It means I've started to expect silence. Silence from the church, silence from our leaders, and silence from my neighbors. And silence in the face of hatred is not neutrality, it is consent. It means I've grown used to the laughter after the racist joke, the shrug after the microaggression, the casual use of the N-word in my presence. It means hate's quiet seed has been growing in our schools, in our pews, and in our hearts. And I've come to expect it. Why would I expect otherwise? Silence in the face of hatred is not neutrality. It is consent. When we are too afraid to say Black Lives Matter, when we are too afraid to say undocumented lives matter, when we are too afraid to say that every single child of God deserves to be safe, we allow the seeds of hate to grow. You see, we were taught that racism ended with the Emancipation Proclamation, but it just found new ways to whisper. We were taught that it ended with the Civil Rights Movement, but it hid in the shadows, biding its time. We were taught that it ended with George Floyd's murder, but it grew quieter, subtler, and waiting for us to get tired. And to tell you the truth, I am tired. I am tired of seeing hate dressed up as heritage. I am tired of watching my friends and neighbors and colleagues stay quiet when love demands they speak. And I am tired of pretending this isn't a problem. And I'm afraid because I'm tired. So what does that mean for every single white person in my life if I'm tired? And so I come to you not just as a Black woman who lives in this town. I come to you as a pastor, a mother, a wife, and a member of this community. And I struggle to find hope in just humanity's ability to step up and change on their own. In the words of the Reverend William Barber, there is a moral crisis in America and a denial of the very image of God in our neighbor. And this moral crisis had made me so tired that I do not ground my hope in humanity. My hope is grounded in God's love that moves us to change. When God does love out loud, it looks like something like this. Like people choosing to be gathered here today. It looks like questioning the policies and the laws that are put into place to silence us, to discriminate us, to separate us, and tell us our lives don't matter. When God does love out loud, it means telling the truth about what's happening, no matter what it looks like. Doing love out loud looks like moving from awareness to activation. It is not enough for us to say we are not racist. We have to be anti-racist. We have to be people who, when that card of hatred is handed out, we say, not here, not now, not ever, and we have to replace that with love. When love shows up, hate has no ground to grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Ekman. I want to invite Mr. Gordon Kozlowski to the stage. Many of you know him as Mr. K. He's our high school music teacher? But I'll turn it over to Mr. K.
Good evening. I've heard so much this evening about not being silent and filling that silence with love. And so, I'm asking you this evening to come together and you're going to sing. I didn't come to perform, but I came to teach you a song. And I invite you, even if you're standing there and saying, "Oh no, I don't sing." You do. You do. You have a voice. Nobody's here to judge your singing voice. We're here to come together and stand as a community. I'm going to talk about the song after we learn it. So bear with me. I'm going to sing a phrase. You're going to sing it back to me. It's so easy. It goes like this. There is more love somewhere. Your turn.
There is more love somewhere.
Second phrase. There is more love somewhere.
There is more love somewhere.
I'm gonna keep on till I find it.
I'm gonna keep on till I find it.
And it ends like it began. There is more love somewhere. Sing that, y'all.
There is more love somewhere.
So now we gotta put it together. There is more love somewhere. We take it up. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. You're on.
There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere.
You're going to do that one last time, and as you do, I want to point out the reason for those words, there is more love somewhere. Let it be a reminder that the work is not done. The work needs to continue, and we will fight hate with love. We're here tonight to do that. I know we got some church choir members out here. I know I got my high school choir team is out here tonight. We got singers in this crowd. So as you sung that, if your ear hears a harmony part that speaks to you, make it up. Here we go. If you don't like the note you chose, choose another one. Here we go, team.
There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere.
You sound beautiful, Mechanicsburg. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend John Warburio from St. Paul's United Church of Christ.
It's somewhat ironic that we have been speaking about what happens when we're silent. And we have to take that to heart. We have to remember that in the face of discrimination, in the moments in which we know that people are being hurt, that when we turn away or we keep silent, we are increasing that pain and that hurt. And that's not who we are as a community. That's not who we choose to be. So I'm here to ask us to take a moment of silence. And while we're doing that, I'd ask if you've got a candle, you might light that. If you don't have a candle, you can use your phone. I often forget that there's a flashlight on my phone, but you all probably remember that. And in this moment of silence, this is not a silence that is ignoring the hurt and the pain, but it's a moment of silence in which we're remembering. And those of you who are from faith communities, in a moment of silence, we reach out to the God who created us, who created all people and loves all people, and we ask for help from that God to be the people we were created to be and to stand up for what we know is right and just. And for those who choose not to believe in God, that's okay. Because our differences are what makes us strong. When we don't look down on them, or when we don't call them wrong. So I'd ask you to look around and see the people that are gathered here. And know that there are more people who would be here, but there's a lot going on. There's a strength in community. There's a strength in coming together. And we can all draw on that. And we can say to ourselves and to God, if we so believe, that tonight we're going to commit or recommit to living in ways that promote justice and not hate. That raise up love and not hate. We're going to stand tonight and in the days that follow for how love can change a community, how love can strengthen a community, and how love can bring us all together. So if you would, please, now let us take a moment of silence. Blessed be. Amen. And so be it.
Thank you, John. Catherine's going to come and close it out for us.
Hey, everybody. I want to thank you so much for coming out and showing off our Mechanicsburg values of standing up and loving our neighbors. Go ahead. Moment of silence is done. Cheer it up. We must continue to be in community with one another, celebrating our human differences. We need a community for accountability. Because when left to our own devices, it's easy to fall into an us versus them mentality. And there are plenty of people who want us to do exactly that. They want us to fear one another, and we cannot fall for that. Amen. Yeah. We are called to something better, so let us continue to say no to hate and yes to love. And now, as we send you out to the town hall or to your cars and to your homes gently and peacefully, we ask that you hold your candles high and to go out into the world in peace, to have courage, to hold on to what is good, return no one evil for evil, strengthen the faint-hearted, help those who are weak, and honor all people. Good night, and go in peace.